Grace and peace, family. I hope everybody's feeling blessed, not stressed, and not pressed, but living their best. Alright, so I got a whole nother video for you guys. Of course, it's going to be controversial because apparently that's what this Holy Spirit likes. And I've been feeling it all morning, so it's about to be one of those. So this topic is going to be very important. Make sure you grab you a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, sit down, get comfortable, and let's chat. Alright, so the topic I have for you today is going to be on the importance of the rise of feminine energy right now. So for those of you who don't know, we are obviously at a very pivotal time in our history. The planet is suffering, our leadership is corrupt, and we are all going through it. And if you're not going through it, I'm happy for you. But everybody, from the north to the south to the east to the west, we all going through it. And it is being called for our feminine energy to rise. Now, for those of you who don't know, both male and female counterparts, we all have feminine energy, just like we all have masculine energy. Now, the levels change within each of us because it is based on traumas, experiences, lifetimes, where you are strategically placed on your spectrum. But do we all have feminine masculine energy? 100% so. When you see a female business owner who's doing her thing, ain't caring about, she's operating in her masculine and she's making it work. Now, can she portray her feminine while in her masculine? Yes. So this is what I talk about when I say there are levels to this. But right now we are calling for a rise in the feminine energy in order to help save and balance out this planet. And it is pivotal. We gotta sit down and we gotta figure this all out. Now, why is it being called? So, in case you don't know, we obviously live very patriarchal. We have allowed the masculine energy to run most of our systems here on this planet. And that was obviously not the plan, but it was done. And the way it was done was by downplaying the importance of the feminine counterpart. Masculine, because it is a very action-oriented dynamic, it was thought to be that they'd be the ones to be able to be better leaders. But in all actuality, we are here as balance. There is no such thing as needing more masculine or needing more feminine. We are here to be together. We are here to be unified because we balance it out. Think about it. A masculine who has a balanced feminine in their household or with them, they tend to be energetically balanced, and that's how that works. So we balance out their masculine energy by being the nurturer, and they balance out our feminine energy by being the action orientation. So this is where we're coming from right now. So there is a call for this rise of the feminine energy in order to fully take care of and save this planet and to save us all ultimately. So understanding that dynamic within you is going to help us move forward. So this is the first aspect that I wanted to make sure to touch on before I go a little deeper. Now, the second aspect that needs to be touched on is that the feminine energy needs to be corrected severely because we've also jaded our spectrum when it comes to how we operate on the planet. Now, here's where things get a little dicey. So you either gonna understand because of the way I'm explaining it, or you're not. And if you don't understand this, guess what? It wasn't for you. You'll hear it from someone else, or when you get up and you meet the maker, you'll take it up with Abba Dada and you'll figure it out then. But for now, I'm going to give you the explanation that the Holy Spirit has airdropped to me. So, as far as the way it works spiritually, God does not believe in being gay or lesbian. It just is what it is. I'm going to break this down for you, and hopefully it gives you a raw understanding as to how this dynamic has created itself and why we need to correct it. So imagine an AI system that has been designed to tell you your gender. And it asks you a series of questions based on how you present in the world. Meaning, if you are a feminine energy, it's asking you questions based on your nurture, your ability to nurture, to cultivate compassion and develop in a relationship as a counterpart. But you as a feminine energy, because you've been through so much trauma, whether it be in this lifetime, several lifetimes, You've been through so many traumas that you've closed your heart space off to a lot of different aspects. You would answer a lot of those questions based on your masculine spectrum. How you don't need support, how you'll do it yourself. A lot of those masculine qualities, right? Now, at the very end, it's going to tell you your gender, as I said. That AI system doesn't know whether or not you are a male or female because it cannot see you. It is going based on the way you answered the questions. And if you are heavily operating out of your masculine energy, that AI system is going to say you are a masculine. Now, imagine that's how it works when you are reincarnating here, lifetime after lifetime. That the way your soul portrays is how you get your body. And because of those traumas, those generational curses that never were sorted in lifetimes, you as a feminine are being portrayed heavily masculine. And when you come back, you've confused the system and you come back in a masculine body. Does it mean you are a masculine or does it mean you are a feminine? The truth is you are feminine, but you have now come back in a masculine's body. And because of the time that we live in, we're able to be a bit more genuine and authentic. So now maybe this is that lifetime where you're able to actually live in your soft era and portray yourself as feminine, even though you have your masculine body now. This is how that dynamic has gotten created over time. We have come, and this is vice versa. It goes also for masculine energies who've had to portray themselves as feminine in lifetimes, meaning you lost a parent, a feminine parent, your mother or grandmothers, and you had to be the feminine aspect to family members, or you were raised in a household where there were no masculine energies, and the only way you were able to learn was through feminine energies, so you've taken on a lot of those qualities. Therefore, when you reincarnated after asking those questions, they put you in a feminine body, but you actually are masculine energy. It would speak to why you're able to feel like a female, even though you are in a masculine's body, portray yourself as female, and not understand the fact that you are actually a female. And yet we've created dynamics to accept it and to make it make sense, when really the only thing that makes sense is the fact that we need to reset our energy. That because you are operating out of masculine energy, or you haven't healed from needing to operate in masculine energy, you are coming back in a masculine's body. This is why we are being called to heal our feminine aspects, because we have a high level of feminine energy now who are operating in masculine. When the time comes for you to reincarnate and these questions are asked for you, are you going to come back as a feminine? And the answer is you may not, unless you've healed these qualities. You need to go within. You need to figure out what has caused you to operate out of your masculine energy, so that you can go forward and be able to be placed where you should be and feel whole, not only within, but without. Okay, now I did write down a few of the aspects that need to be healed in order to fully take back your feminine qualities and be able to really operate in your feminine energy, but from a way that is healthy and conducive not only to the growth of yourself, but to the people around you. Because feminines are the community creators. We create that wholesome dynamic. So without it being healed, we are now exhibiting a lot of things like competition and insecurity when they should not exist. This was a part of the plan to deplete feminine energy. When a woman cannot feel safe in her own skin, she's going to hide it. And that hidden aspect of her doesn't allow her to do its job in settings the way it's supposed to. So the ones that I have here is healing your receptive energy, your intuitive energy, emotions, nurturing, becoming creative, becoming fluid and adaptable, becoming sensual, not sexual. That's a very big difference. being community-oriented, reflective, and magnetic. These are the qualities that make a feminine energy powerful. Now, if you've ever noticed in your lifetime, this one of course, because you don't remember the ones behind it, that masculine energies don't treat you the way that they would treat a feminine energy, one or many of these qualities are lacking within yourself, which means you have a worthiness wound. That comes from trauma. It comes from generational curses. But it also needs healing. And the saddest aspect of it is when you do have a worthiness wound, meaning you compare yourself to other feminine energies. You feel insufficient. You even do self-idolization over self-love, because trust me, you don't want self-idolization. What happens is you never feel good enough to be in your soft era, or you fake it. And we're seeing a lot of that since social media exists, the faking of the soft era. The true healing is important because it is the only way to really find peace within yourself. We definitely need to rise up and do it as a team. Recognize that your enemy is not the female who's living in her own authenticity or living in her genuine lifestyle. The enemy is the trauma that exists within you that needs to be depleted so that you can live in yours. We're going to have to get into this deeper. So if you're feeling this vibe, you understand it, and you'd like to take this a bit deeper, feel free to DM me or comment on this, because I want to put together a seminar. It's just going to be a 2-day seminar where we talk about the healing of the feminine qualities. And I help you work through how to heal them. Not for anyone else but yourself. Remember, this is not a judgment. It's not a race. It's not for you to look at yourself and think that you're doing something wrong. There's no such thing as wrong. Only thing is correction when needed. And that's something that's for you. It's healing for you. I'm going to leave this right here and hit the gym, y'all. See? I'm going to use my masculine energy and hit the gym. I love you so much. I hope you have a beautiful day. Love and light. Peace.